I'm going live on TikTok to teach people how they can save taxes legally. It's so simple to do. At the bottom of the page, you just hit the plus and then you can go live. With the Spendthrift Trust is legal. It's in the IRS Tax Code 643B. It comes from England way back when King Henry VIII, the famous king who chopped off his wives' heads, started the Church of England so he could force them. What a swell guy. He went to go tax the lords and ladies of England, and they went back to the 12th century to the Magna Carta that was put in place to take back power from King John I. It's contract law that came to the colonies while we were still part of England. The law firm I work on behalf of inherited a trust that's going to turn 365 years old in 2026. Our country is only turning 250 years old on July 4th. I'm looking forward to the fireworks. Now I want to teach people the secret of the rich, how you can stop paying taxes if you're an investor, and how you can stop paying taxes if you're a business owner, an entrepreneur, a franchisee owner, self-employed, or a professional. The law firm I work on behalf of was started 78 years ago by a Harvard law professor. He wrote 5 specific trusts to save specific taxes. Today I'm going to talk about the Beneficial Trust for investors and the Business Trust for anyone who's making 1099 income. Unfortunately, I cannot help W-2 income earners. When you get your paycheck, your taxes are taken out before you get your paycheck. But Google says 35% of W-2 income earners have a side hustle. Maybe it's the Noise app. Maybe you're a digital marketer. Maybe you're a real estate agent on the weekends. Your side hustle is usually paid in 1099 income. And if you're making at least $100,000 a year in 1099 income, I will save you 5 figures in taxes, no matter if you file single, head of household, married filing separately, or married filing jointly. In 43 states, you will also save state income taxes. 7 states don't have it. Some of the larger states are Florida, Texas, Tennessee, South Dakota. Well, maybe that's not that large, but still you would save taxes. My personal story, on April 4th of 2020, the middle of COVID, I had no money coming in. My CPA called to say congratulations. I had made so much money in 2019, my tax bracket went from 22% to 24%, and all of a sudden I owed $94,000 in taxes. I only had $50,000 saved. His solution was to set up an appointment with him, get on a payment plan, pay interest and penalties. My solution? Research how the rich save taxes. It took me 5 months, but in September of 2020, I started my Beneficial Trust. It's for investors. You'll stop paying short-term capital gains when you wholesale, fix and flip, do auction houses, tax liens, sell crypto, you're a forex investor, or you're doing options trading. Long-term capital gains are a year or more and are either 15 or 20% when you sell your business, sell an investment property, or if you sell a baseball card. You'll stop paying interest income taxes if you're a passive investor, you're in mutual funds, you're in a Riich, you're doing subject to real estate, the BRRRR strategy. I personally have notes where I'm the paper in the house, people pay me their mortgage. They don't call me at 2 o'clock in the morning saying their toilet's stuffed up. Creative financing, seller financing, or forex investors. Yes, forex investors, you have to pay taxes double. You need the Beneficial Spendthrift Trust. You'll stop paying dividend income taxes. If you're in the stock market, you're a day trader, you're a futures trader, you're a commodities trader, or living on dividends. You'll stop paying rental income taxes if you have Airbnb, vacation rentals, 5, 10, 15, 20, 100 doors. Maybe you're in multifamily. Maybe you're in apartment real estate. Maybe you're in commercial property, or you're doing Airbnb arbitrage. You're going to stop paying royalty income taxes if you are an actor, an actress, a musician, an author, an artist. You have NFTs, you have copyrights, patents, or intellectual property. Now, I don't care if you have the business trust or the beneficial trust, you will leave a legacy, so you'll save taxes year after year, generation after generation, and leave a legacy. You're going to keep your information completely private. This is on the federal level, not on the state level. So we highly suggest you shut down your LLCs, S Corps, or C Corps. 40% of LLCs, S Corps, and C Corps get sued every year. That information is completely public. The trust keeps everything private. I can't stop you from being sued. but all lawsuits become frivolous and go away. So if the renter's dog gets out and bites the mailman, they can't come after the owner. And finally, if you're over 65 and on Medicare, it will stop the IRMA surcharge in Parts B and D of Medicare. Now let's go to the business trusts. Again, if you're making $100,000 a year or more, you will save 5 figures in taxes every single year. My example today is an anesthesiologist and his wife. I met the wife last year when I was in Arizona in June. She said, my husband makes great money. He'll be home in about 10 minutes. He says, I'm going to give you the figure of $700,000. Well, with the $700,000 for all of 2026, the two of them will save $200,038 for the year. If they started this trust in June of 2026, they are going to save $16,699 a year. Now, they have 3 adult children. One of their children is a realtor, and another one of their children has an Amazon store. I said your children will also be beneficiaries of this trust. They can file their own 1041 tax return with the same EIN or employee identification number, and they get to save taxes too. The wife says, why wouldn't you sell them a separate spendthrift trust? I'm like, why should I do that? I'll help you all save money, but I do have my affiliate program. Well, the doctor brought in his 2 co-workers. There's 3 of them in their practice. And every time he goes to a medical conference, he tells other professionals about the Spendthrift Trust. I do have an affiliate program. Again, this is legal. It's in the IRS Tax Code 643B. If you want to find out how much you could be saving in taxes, please set up a free 30-minute tax breakthrough session with me at www.thetrustisyou.com/scheduling. Learn the secret of the rich, stop paying taxes, just like 800,000 clients at the law firm. In 78 years, this was started by a Harvard law professor 78 years ago. In 78 years, not a single trust has ever been audited. Now his grandson and great-grandson run the law firm. When you become a private client, they will send you a certification saying if you get questioned by the IRS, they're going to defend you free of charge. In 78 years, it's happened only one time, and of course that trust was approved. But that, why you've got nothing to lose but to learn how much you'll save in taxes. Thanks for watching my video. Have a beautiful day. Take care. But to learn how much you'll save in taxes. Thanks for watching my video. Have a beautiful day. Take care.